Alright, so this section is 11.2 exterior and interior angles. And so in class we went over how to come up with the formulas, or how we came up with the formulas for exterior angles and interior angles. So just a quick summary of what we did in class. The sum of exterior angles for any shape, doesn't matter how many sides you have, it's always going to be 360. If you just want to find one of the exterior angles, then you have to take that 360 and divide it into the number of sides, and then it'll give you the measurement for one exterior angle. So the formula is 360 divided by n, which is the number of sides. We use n to represent number of sides. So for example 1, I have a picture where I have exterior angles, and I need to use the fact that the sum of exterior angles are always equal to 360 to be able to set up an equation. So I'm going to add up all those angles, and I'm going to put it equal to 360. So first I have to add up all the x values, all the x's. And so I'm going to add, that's 1x plus 13x's plus 8x's plus 7x's. So when you add all those up, you get a total of 29. So I have 29x. Then I have to go back and I have to add up all the constants, which are the numbers that don't have x. So 5 plus 9 plus 68 plus 11 plus 6. And I add all of those up and get 99. So plus 99. And because all of them are exterior angles, it should equal 360. So I'm going to put that equal to 360, and I'm going to solve this equation. So get rid of my constant, minus 99 on both sides, and I have 29x left on the left side. 360 minus 99 is 261 on the right side. And so now to get rid of the 29, divide by 29 on both sides. And so now I have x equals 261 divided by 29 is 9. So my x value is 9. Also wanting me to find the measurement of angle FBG. So angle FBG is this one right here. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in into that equation. So I have 13x plus 9. Instead of x, I'm plugging in that 9. So it's 13 times 9, and then you add 6 to that, and you get 126. That's 126 degrees. Pictures are not drawn to scale. That's why it looks like it's a very small angle, but it's 126. Okay, so on example 2, we are working now with interior angles because the angles that I'm given are inside of the triangle. And so again, in class we went over how to figure out the formulas for interior angles. And so a summary of that. To figure out the sum of one interior angles, I have to do 180 times n minus 2. N minus 2 is the number of triangles created inside each shape. And if we want to find just one interior angle, we take 180 n minus 2 and then divide it by the number of sides. So for here, for example 2, all we gotta know is that now instead of adding them and putting them equal to 360, it's gonna be different because we're exterior. Now we have to find the sum, because for interior angles it's different. It depends on this formula. Depends on the number of sides. So once we have that number, we'll be able to set up our equation. So first, I'm trying to find the sum of the interior angles for this shape, which is a 5-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means it's a pentagon. So I'm going to use the formula for sum of interior angles, 180 and minus 2. 180 and minus 2. And so I'm going to replace the n with the number of sides. I just counted them. It's 5. And so that's 180 times 3, and that gives me 540. Also, you could see it from the table. Pentagons add up to 540. The interior angles add up to 540. But I just wanted to show that this step, anytime it's some other number, this is the formula that you're using. So 540. So same steps as I did in the previous example. I'm going to add up all the x's, add up all the constants, but instead of equal to 360, I have to put it equal to 540. So first, all the x's. So here there's 1x plus 11x's plus 3x's plus 7x's plus 12x's. That's a total of 34x's. 34x. And I go back and I add up all the constants. So I only have 2 in this one. I have negative 7 plus 3. So negative 7 plus 3, that gives me negative 4. Equals the 540 that I got. And from here is the same steps as the previous example. First, get rid of the constant. So I'm going to get rid of that minus 4 by adding it to both sides. And so I'm left with 544 on the right side. So now to get rid of the 34, I forgot my 4. 34. To get rid of the 34, I'm going to divide by 34 on both sides. And so I have x equals 544 divided by 34. That gives me 16. So my x value is 16. And then now they're asking me to find the measurement of angle C. And so angle C is right here. That means I'm going to plug it in for this expression. So I'm going to have 11 x minus 7. And instead of x, I'm going to plug in that 16. So I have 11 times 16 and then minus 7. And so that is going to give me, let's see, 169. So angle C is 169 degrees. And so again, pictures are not drawn to scale. That's why it looks like it's acute, but it's not.